7 SUVs that older drivers can buy without hesitation in 2026. Picture this. You're walking up to your car in a crowded parking lot, carrying a week's worth of groceries. Your back is already aching a little, and the last thing you want to do is contort your body to squeeze into a low-slung seat or hoist those heavy bags into a trunk that sits way too high. Sounds exhausting, right? Well, that's exactly why the right SUV can be a game changer for older drivers in 2026. We aren't just talking about getting from point A to point B, we're talking about vehicles that actually take care of you. Imagine a car that knows when you're tired, filters the air you breathe, and even stops itself if you have a medical emergency. From seats that actively fight back pain to doors that open wide enough to load a wheelchair without a struggle, these top picks are designed to keep you independent, comfortable, and safe on the road. In this video, we're diving deep into the 7 SUVs that older drivers can buy without hesitation in 2026, making sure you find that perfect match for your lifestyle. So get ready, because if you want a ride that feels less like a machine and more like a partner, you won't want to miss what's coming next. At number 7 on our list of SUVs that seniors can buy without hesitation, we have the Buick Encore GX, the quiet sanctuary for the road. When you think of Buick, you probably think of comfort, and the 2026 Encore GX doubles down on that reputation, specifically for drivers who value peace and quiet over everything else. One of the biggest complaints we hear from older drivers is road noise. That constant hum of tires on pavement or the roar of wind on the highway can be incredibly draining, and it makes it hard to hear your navigation instructions or hold a conversation with your passenger without shouting. That's where the Avenir trim of the Encore GX steps in, with its signature quiet tuning technology as standard equipment. This isn't just a bit of extra insulation. Buick uses active noise cancellation and acoustic glass to block out the chaotic sounds of the outside world. The result is a cabin so hushed that you can listen to your favorite audiobooks or hear the GPS directions clearly without ever needing to crank the volume up to the max. Getting inside is just as pleasant. The ride height is optimized so you just slide right onto the seat without climbing up or dropping down. Inside, you're greeted by a stunning 11-inch ultra-wide infotainment screen and an 8-inch driver information center. Now, big screens can sometimes feel overwhelming, but Buick has designed this layout to be clean and legible. The fonts are large, the contrast is sharp, and everything is right where it needs to be. It's about giving you information at a glance, so your eyes stay on the road. Under the hood, it's peppy enough for highway merging, but tuned for a smooth, relaxed delivery that won't jerk you around. If you want a compact SUV that feels like a luxury lounge, the Buick Encore GX is a brilliant place to start. At number 6 on our list of SUVs that seniors can buy without hesitation, we have the Volvo XC40, the health-conscious guardian. For years, Volvo has synonymous with safety, but with the 2026 XC40, they're taking care of your well-being in a way that goes beyond just crash tests. While the brand is moving heavily towards electric models, the mild hybrid XC40 remains a staple for this year, and it is packed with features that older drivers will genuinely appreciate. Let's talk about something often overlooked: air quality. As we age, our sensitivity to allergens, dust, and pollution can increase, making a drive through city traffic or pollen-heavy areas miserable. Volvo addresses this with their Clean Zone air filtration system, which is nothing short of impressive. This system can filter out up to 95% of harmful PM 2.5 particles before they ever enter the cabin, meaning every breath you take inside the car is cleaner than the air outside, keeping you feeling fresh and alert. Driving at night is another major concern for many seniors, as our eyes naturally struggle more with low light conditions and glare. The Volvo XC40 tackles this with its iconic Thor's hammer headlights. These aren't just stylish, they are industry-leading for peripheral night vision. They illuminate the shoulders of the road brilliantly, helping you spot pedestrians, deer, or cyclists long before they become a hazard. Inside, the cabin maintains that Swedish minimalist vibe, which is great for reducing distraction. The seats are orthopedic marvels, firm yet supportive, designed to keep your spine aligned even on cross-country trips. Getting in and out is a breeze thanks to the upright stance, and the visibility is excellent with large windows that minimize blind spots. It's a car that feels like it's wrapped around you, protecting you from both the traffic and the elements. At number 5 on our list of SUVs that seniors can buy without hesitation, we have the Mazda CX-5, the high-tech conversationalist. This is a big one because for the all-new 2026 generation, Mazda has completely reinvented how you interact with the car. If you've looked at Mazdas in the past, you might remember a rotary dial down by the gear shifter that you had to twist and click to control the screen. Well, forget everything you know about that. Mazda has listened to feedback and made a massive change for 2026. That dial is gone, retired, in favor of a stunning 15.6-inch touchscreen equipped with Google built-in. This is a total game changer for seniors who might find fiddling with knobs or navigating complex menus frustrating while driving. Now, instead of taking your eyes off the road to find a button, you can simply use your voice. The Google Assistant integration is seamless. Say you're feeling a draft. You don't need to hunt for the climate control buttons. You just say, "Hey Google, I'm cold," and the car instantly adjusts the temperature for you. Need to find the nearest pharmacy? Just ask. It's like having a helpful co-pilot who handles all the settings so you can focus entirely on steering and braking. But the updates aren't just digital. Mazda has stretched the wheelbase of the CX-5 by 4.5 inches, and while that sounds like a small number on paper, it makes a huge difference in the back seat. That extra length provides significantly more legroom, which is a blessing if you're helping grandkids get buckled into car seats, or if you need to load groceries onto the floorboard without squeezing them in. The drive itself remains true to Mazda's heritage, spirited and stable, but now with a level of convenience and space that makes it an incredibly practical choice for older drivers. At number 4 on our list of SUVs that seniors can buy without hesitation, we have the Toyota RAV4, the smart and efficient cruiser. The RAV4 has been a bestseller for years, but the new 2026 generation has shifted the playing field by going hybrid only. This isn't something to worry about. In fact, it's a huge advantage for seniors looking for a smooth, quiet, and fuel-efficient ride. The transition between gas and electric power is practically imperceptible, giving you that quiet acceleration from a stop that makes pulling out into traffic feel effortless. But the real magic in this new model is something Toyota calls predictive efficient drive. This system is brilliant because it actually learns your habits over time. The car memorizes your daily routes, whether it's your morning drive to the golf course or your weekly trip to the pharmacy. It analyzes the road ahead, looking for hills or stops, and optimizes the battery usage to ensure you have the smoothest, quietest ride exactly when you need it. It takes the guesswork out of driving efficiently, leaving you with a vehicle that just feels intuitive and responsive. Safety is naturally a top priority, and the 2026 RAV4 comes standard with Toyota Safety Sense 4.0. This latest suite of features is faster and more accurate than ever, providing robust protection without being annoying. The pre-collision system is sharper at detecting pedestrians in low light, and the lane tracing assist is smoother, keeping you centered without fighting the wheel. Inside, the cabin is spacious and utilitarian in the best possible way. Controls are large and easy to grip, and the storage cubbies are perfectly placed for your phone, glasses, and water bottle. It's a car that asks very little of you, but gives back plenty in reliability and peace of mind. At number 3 on our list of SUVs that seniors can buy without hesitation, we have the Honda CR-V, the practical master of accessibility. If there is one SUV that understands the physical needs of older drivers, it is the 2026 Honda CR-V. Honda has always been good at ergonomics, but this year they have perfected the art of getting in and out, specifically when it comes to the back seat. While some competitors have offered this in the past, the 2026 CR-V now features rear doors that open to a full 90-degree angle. This might sound like a minor detail until you actually use it. Imagine needing to load a folded wheelchair, a walker, or bulky medical equipment in the back seat. With normal doors, you're often fighting the angle, trying to slide things in without scratching the paint or hurting your back. With the CR-V's 90-degree opening, the door swings completely out of the way, giving you a wide, unobstructed space to load whatever you need straight in. It's also incredibly helpful if you're helping an elderly passenger with limited mobility get into the car, as they have plenty of room to maneuver without feeling trapped by the doorframe. Up front, the driver experience is just as thoughtful. In an era where many cars are moving to touchscreens for everything, the CR-V wisely keeps physical knobs for volume and climate control. There's something reassuring about reaching out and feeling a click when you turn the temperature dial. It allows you to make adjustments by feel without taking your eyes off the road. Visibility is fantastic, with thin pillars that give you a commanding view of the street corners, and the ride quality is supple, absorbing bumps and potholes so your spine doesn't have to suffer. The Rogue proves that you don't need to sacrifice comfort for practicality, making it a top-tier choice for effortless driving. At number 2 on our list of SUVs that seniors can buy without hesitation, we have the Nissan Rogue, the champion of comfort. For anyone who suffers from back pain, sciatica, or general stiffness on long drives, the Nissan Rogue is the SUV you need to test drive. The secret weapon here is Nissan's zero-gravity seats, which remain the gold standard in the industry. Inspired by the weightlessness of space, these seats are engineered to support your body in a neutral posture, reducing pressure on the lower back and minimizing fatigue. Whether you're just running errands around town or driving 2 hours to visit family, you get out of the car feeling just as fresh as when you got in. It's a level of comfort that rivals luxury cars costing twice as much. Technology in the Rogue is designed to be helpful, not confusing. The 2026 model features Google built-in maps displayed on a huge, clear screen. For seniors, this solves a major headache: outdated navigation systems. There is no need to worry about buying expensive SD card updates or struggling with a clunky interface that sends you to the wrong address. Because it's Google Maps, it updates automatically over the air, just like a smartphone, providing real-time traffic data and accurate directions without you lifting a finger. The system is fast, bright, and incredibly easy to read, even with older eyes. Maneuverability is another strong suit, with light steering that makes parking in tight lots easy and a suspension that smooths out rough pavement. The Rogue proves that you don't need to sacrifice comfort for practicality, making it a top-tier choice for effortless driving. At number 1 on our list of SUVs that seniors can buy without hesitation, we have the Subaru Forester, the ultimate safety net. When it comes to peace of mind, nothing quite matches the 2026 Subaru Forester. For seniors who prioritize safety, reliability, and all-weather capability, this SUV stands alone at the top. The first thing you notice when you get in is the visibility. The Forester has retained its signature greenhouse design, meaning the windows are tall and the pillars are thin, giving you a virtually 360-degree view of your surroundings. This is crucial for older drivers, as it removes the anxiety of blind spots and makes merging or changing lanes much less stressful. You can see exactly where the corners of the car are, which makes parking a breeze. But the biggest news for 2026 is the upgraded eyesight system, which now uses 3 cameras for an even wider field of view. This system powers a life-saving feature that puts the Forester at number 1, Emergency Stop Assist. This is a massive comfort for both seniors and their families. If the driver becomes unresponsive, perhaps due to a sudden medical emergency while using the adaptive cruise control, the car will detect the lack of interaction. It will first try to alert you, but if you don't respond, it will automatically slow down, bring the vehicle to a complete stop in its lane, turn on the hazard lights, and even unlock the doors so emergency responders can get to you quickly. Knowing that your car can essentially act as a guardian angel in a worst-case scenario provides a level of security that is unmatched. Combined with standard all-wheel drive for tackling rain or snow confidently, and a cabin that is easy to enter and exit, the Subaru Forester isn't just a car, it's a safety net on wheels, ensuring that you can keep driving with confidence and independence for years to come. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these features would make the biggest difference in your daily driving? Is it the silence of the Buick, the voice commands of the Mazda, or the emergency safety of the Subaru? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful in your search for the perfect SUV, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more car-related content. Safe driving, and see you in the next video.